Hello, everybody. Matt from Just Stack It. Am I holding a counterfeit 1925 Stone Mountain? This is a question that I never really thought I'd be asking myself. But after Daniel from Coin Help You put out a short video about some counterfeit Stone Mountain coins that found their way into his coin shop and how to tell if they are counterfeit, I immediately became upset because I had recently bought one. I even commented on his short that I had just bought one and now I was going to have to check mine because mine seemed to have a lot of the same features that the ones in his video did, and that's what concerned me. I did the only normal thing that any of us can do in these situations. I brought the coin to a reputable coin shop. I actually went to Belmont Coin and Jewelry and talked to Joe. Now, I'd never been there before, but this is a great shop. And that was the first thing that I asked him to do was check the authenticity of my coin. Now, immediately upon looking at it, Joe noted some of the same things that Daniel talks about in the video. The muted details. Things are there. They're in the right place, but they just seem like hazy, off, dull. Almost like it's a worn coin, which is kind of what it seems like they would attempt to be passing it off as. Obviously, it's not a BU looking coin, but they're attempting to hide the dullness in the fact that the coin's worn, which is actually pretty smart. In this case, Joe had some concerns with what he saw on the surface of the coin, the details of the coin in general. So he took it back to the XRF machine and checked it. And he said before he even took it back there, he did not think it was a genuine coin. And after the XRF machine, he did confirm that it is 75% copper. So it is absolutely a counterfeit coin. He actually used this as an example to show some of the other employees around his shop the side-by-side comparison because he just so happened to have a real BU Stone Mountain in his case. And so we could do a side-by-side comparison, and I'll put that on the screen for you now so you can kind of see some of this. The side-by-side comparison really does show. Now, we are talking about what looks like a worn coin versus one that is relatively uncirculated, but the issue here is just the details. The amount that the wear is doesn't match all of the muted details across the entire surface of the coin. There may also be, as Daniel pointed out, some issues with the lettering on the obverse and the date. It seems as if the genuine coin has thicker letters and numbers to that typeface as opposed to the counterfeit. The counterfeit, they look a little thinner, kind of almost a little more scraggly. They're there and they look right, but they're just slightly off. And so what do we do in these cases? Well, I'll tell you the luck that I have. I actually got the number of the coin dealer that I purchased this from just by happenstance. I bought things from a couple different dealers while I was there, and just in talking to this specific one, I found out that he goes around to coin shops in the area because I was asking people, do you have a shop? If so, where is it? Kind of mentally preparing myself to maybe visit them. And he told me he wasn't from that area. He bounces around to coin shops in Ohio, or coin shows, rather, in Ohio. And I said, okay, well, give me your number and, we'll try to link up some other time at another coin show. And so it was just by chance that I happened to get his number. So I've already contacted the original owner of the coin that I bought it from, and they are meeting up with me at another coin show soon to return the Stone Mountain, and then they will take it from there on their end because they knew, because I kept this in the exact flip that it was purchased in. So you see it's got like a label here on the bottom, if that'll focus, which it probably won't. It's got like a label holding the bottom. This is actually an adhesive flip, and so there's no staples in it. It's very unique. And so upon seeing it, he knew exactly what coin it was and who he got it from. So he, is going to track it down on his end that way. But I am going to get this taken care of. I'm going to get a refund or purchase something else from him for the amount that I spent. We'll see how that goes. But I am getting it remedied. And he was very gracious, obviously concerned, when I first made the call. But the important thing that he said to me when we were having this conversation about the coin and how we were going to rectify the situation was that he said, yeah, like anytime anybody questions anything, I stand behind my stuff 100%. And he said, any coin dealer, whether it's actually fake or not, if you want to return something because you think it's fake, or you have reason to believe there's something wrong with the coin, he said any dealer that doesn't take that item back is not a dealer that you want to deal with. So, and I kind of agree with that. I mean, there were some exceptions like, eBay, sometimes there's different return policies and different things, but in general, especially with local coin shops, they should be willing to stand behind their products 100%. And so in this case, he is. But I was just surprised. I never really thought I was going to run into counterfeits this easy. So what can we do as stackers, collectors, numismatists about these coins? Well, the first thing that we can do is thank Daniel, first of all, for the wealth of information that he has given to us over recent years. I mean, I can't begin to tell you. I've watched so many of his videos on different topics, and there's just, you always find out something new, even if it's a topic that you think pretty much everything there is to know. Daniel can always teach you something. So it's a great channel. I advise that you watch it as often as possible. But other channels, Frostbite Coins and Collectibles, he is very good at spreading information about coins and errors and counterfeits himself. So there are resources out there. If you're on the more collectible side, if you're into the numismatics, you definitely need to educate yourself about these specific coins that you are intending to collect, because things like this unfortunately can happen. And as the price of the coins and as the price of precious metals and things increase, it's only going to get more prevalent. I don't need to tell you about, fake bullion, fake silver eagles that are out there. I mean, they exist. So, be careful out there. Stay close to the community. Keep your ear out there to the grindstone for things like this. If it hadn't been for Daniel, this would have got thrown into the deep stack, and I might never have figured out that it was not genuine, because I'd hardly ever pull it out to look at it. It would be at the back of my mind. So that's one of the main things that we can do, is just support each other, watch the videos, and build everyone up through our friendship and knowledge. So this is the lesson learned for me today about these coins. I was very surprised to run into counterfeits this easy, and you might be if you come across them as well. So I appreciate everyone's time and attention. I will see you all in the next video, and until then, I hope that all of your silver and numismatics are genuine. Have a great day.